trade today. What's the goal of adding Liriano, and what else did you guys try to get done?
We tried to get a lot done today. We were working on several different things simultaneously. Liriano, acquiring a pitcher like Liriano was a priority for us. He not only has been a starter, he's been a reliever, he's got postseason experience. We really think he can help this club out in an area of great need. So I think he's going to be able to get some big outs for us down the stretch, and in the postseason, if we're fortunate enough to make it, he's got the experience, he's got the stuff, and I think he's going to be a real positive for us.
Jeff, how do you view Liriano's role?
I'm going to leave that up to AJ and Brent Strom, but if you look at his numbers against left-handed hitters, he's been extremely effective, and we're going to face good lefties down the stretch in September and hopefully in October, and we need someone that can get those guys out, and he's got that experience, and that's part of what he brings. But I'll leave it up to AJ. He can do anything. He can pitch multiple innings in the middle of the game. He can start. He can relieve. He can be a specialist. That's one of the things we like about him is his versatility.
Jeff, it's the second consecutive trade deadline. You guys haven't been able to get, a big move. And last year, I mean, obviously very different, but why not this year? You said you tried to get stuff done. Why were you ultimately not able to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was disappointed in not getting some of the moves done that we were working on. We had some that were close to and almost over the finish line, and at times I would have put him at 90% plus that we were going to get them done. But there's a lot of things, a lot of dynamics that happen with these deals, and for reasons I can't really talk about, they didn't happen. But I do believe that this team has what it takes to win in the postseason with the players we have. Doesn't mean we didn't try hard to improve those chances, even just a little bit. Each little bit that you can improve your chances of winning the postseason helps, and we tried. Early in the trading season, the cost was extremely high on all players. They did come down a little bit in certain areas to the point where we thought we had some deals done, and they were deals that we were excited about getting over the finish line, but they didn't happen, and so we move on.
Jeff, what do you have to say to an angry fan base who was expecting a big deal today, especially when the Dodgers made something?
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of deals that get done this time of year that work out, and a lot of deals that don't work out, and we don't know what's going to happen. We have a good team. This team has done a great job all year, and not only do we have a good team that has a chance to do some damage in the postseason, we've got a core of players who are going to be here for a while.
What's everybody asking for Forrest and Tucker?
Last year we talked a lot about the fact that they were asking for players that were going to help us immediately, and to a certain extent that's the same. Players that are in highest demand are our best players, and players that, quite frankly, some of them are already here and helping us out, and it makes it difficult. But we've got a good farm system, we've got a good major league team, it's a young major league team, we've got a lot of talent, so teams like what they see, and we just weren't able to get a deal done.
Were there certain prospects you weren't willing to part with?
It depends on the deal. I mean, everybody was potentially available for a certain type of deal, but if you say someone's untouchable, that's probably not a good way to get a deal done. So we don't say that, but certainly for any one deal, we looked at what was available and what wasn't. I think we were in on a lot of the players that got moved, but our bundle of players or our headline player or whatever wasn't quite up to snuff with the alternatives that they have, and that's something we can't control.
You said you would be lying if you didn't say you were disappointed. What effect do you think not making a big move has in the clubhouse?
These guys are professionals and they want to win. I don't think it affects their desire to win one bit. And so I think they're going to continue to do their job, and I think we got a good chance to win a lot this year. So I don't, they know that we tried, and we wanted to improve the team, but we have our limits.
Does moving up Aoki open the door for Fisher?
Fisher is here, and I don't see him going anywhere. And when we looked at our outfield depth, Fisher's proven that he's ready to be here and stay here, and I think that now that will happen.
The deals that you felt were close, is that more focused on starter or relief pitcher?
We've been back and forth between starter and reliever, and we really looked at both today. There are several reliever deals that we felt were our priority as of the last few days, and some of which we thought we were going to get done.
Jeff, was there any frustration, presuming there are no untouchables, but close to it? Were there some teams that kept insisting on throwing those names, and you just said, look, we can't do a deal on it there?
Well, yes. I mean, Fisher was asked about in almost every deal, and that's fine, but we have to think about what our team is like with Fisher and without Fisher, and it's better with Fisher than without him. And is that gap worth giving up for whatever player, you know, we're thinking about acquiring? Now, that's just an example, but there are others. I mean, you know, you guys can look at the list of prospects. The ones at the top are the ones that the teams were asking for. But we entertained everything, and we had a good process. I'm really proud of our baseball operations department. They put together a lot of information. We had a lot of different points of view. Our scouts did a great job contributing, and I think ultimately we made the best decisions for